is one of the videos that I make that I literally just put my camera, put my laptop, put my microphone and just hit record without any preparations. Well, maybe I did type out a script, but So apparently Apple is being sued for misleading iPhone X and XS marketing. The plaintiff's argument is that Apple advertises a 5.8-inch display for the XS and a 6.5-inch display for the XS Max, but due to the notch and the curved screen edges, the screen size is actually only about 5.6875 inches. The plaintiffs also claim that the iPhone X, XS, and XS Max do not have the advertised screen resolution because they do not have the advertised number of screen pixels. Let's rant. First of all, I want to mention that I did make a quick Google search for one of the plaintiff's name and his profile came up on LinkedIn, letting me know that he's not really coming from a technical background. But let's check out some of the claims that Christian Sponchiado and Courtney Davis have against Apple in this class action lawsuit. 1. Apple's iPhone X, iPhone XS, and iPhone XS Max phones, the products, do not have the advertised screen resolution because they do not have the advertised number of screen pixels. 2436 by 1125 on the iPhone X and XS and 2688 by 1242 in the iPhone XS Max. Furthermore, it does not have the advertised screen size as measured in inches. 2. The pixel deception is rooted in the misrepresentation of the product's screens, which do not use true screen pixels. Defendants' nominal screen pixel resolution counts misleadingly count false pixels as if they were true pixels. This is in contrast to every other iPhone phones whose screens defendant directly compares to the iPhone X screen in its effort to mislead consumers into believing that the iPhone X has more pixels and better screen resolution than it really does. These are only two of the claims, but those two are really the ones that get on my nerve and makes me want to talk about the people that come from a not so technical background. They can just file lawsuits like that without knowing some history. For the first claim, they say that Apple is falsely advertising their iPhone screen sizes because the notch takes up some space and the rounded corners of the screen also eat up some pixels. But if you happen to check out Apple's website for the iPhone XS, for example, you can clearly see that there's a little 1 next to the screen size in inches. If you click on that, the screen scrolls down to the bottom where it says specifically that the display has rounded corners that follow a beautiful curved design, and these corners are within a standard rectangle. When measured as a standard rectangular shape, the screen is 5.85 inches and 6.46 inches diagonally. Actual viewable area is less. This clearly puts Apple on the safe side of things in terms of advertising their screen size. But let's quote the plaintiff on that. This is one of the most hilarious sentences I've read in a lawsuit. Defendant rounds off the corners of the product's screens and the products have notches without pixels at the top of the screen. I mean, of course there's no pixels in a notch. Have you ever seen a notch with pixels on it? It wouldn't be even called a notch if it has pixels, it would just be called a screen. But defendant calculates the screen size of the product by including non-screen areas such as the corners and the cutout notch at the top of the screen. Yeah, they mentioned it literally on their website. Just scroll down some more, that's all. The second claim is that Apple advertises their screen resolution as 2436 by 1125 for the X and 2688 by 1212 for the XS Max. But the plaintiffs say that these pixels are false pixels because each pixel doesn't have its own red, green, and blue subpixels. but the subpixels are shared between different pixels in a diamond shape. This diamond shaped subpixel layout is also known as pentile. Pentile. Everybody uses pentile. Everybody with an AMOLED screen usually uses pentile. If you're going to sue Apple for using pentile display and falsely advertising screen resolution, why not just sue Samsung for their devices, OnePlus for theirs as well, Google, HTC, Nokia, Huawei, Alcatel, Motorola, BlackBerry, and even Oculus. All of these devices have pentile matrix displays, and I can assure you that all of them advertise their resolutions as being real stripe displays. Pentile also has its advantages. Apple uses subpixel anti-aliasing naturally due to the pentile matrix being diamond shaped and can render vertical, horizontal, and diagonal pixels perfectly fine. This matrix is also energy efficient as well. So why sue Apple for using pentile if pentile is a good thing? There's literally no problem having such a display subpixel matrix. Just let Apple do their own thing, just like you let other companies do their own thing by not suing them. Unless you're planning on suing them as well. Well, I guess that's it from me today. I hope you enjoy this other episode of Rawad Rants, apparently, on my channel this time. This is rirozizo talking about the stupidity of this class action lawsuit against Apple. And I guess I'll see you soon.